Welcome to the returning episode of that Bangin Bros podcast. It has been quite a while. But that's okay. We had some issues getting the account switched over. I was doing it on one platform, and now we're back. We're still stuck here, and I had to access my old account. Anyway, we're back at it. So this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the headliner project that we just picked up, and oh man, it was so much fun. So I had went out and got some quotes. I went and DM some people, got some quotes, and it looked like it was going to be, much over my budget at this point. Right now, I'm on a tighter budget, so I got to be a little bit more creative on how we do things. That's okay. I'm a creative guy. I got creativeness coming out of my gills, my man. I sweat creativity. So I just went on Marketplace and I found, I think the gentleman's name was Ivan. And he was 10 minutes down the road. And he had the headliner for $250 for a 3-door Silverado. And I was like, oh damn, I got a 3-door Sierra. Really they only did that for 1 year in the new body style. I think maybe 2000, but I think in 2001 they swapped over to make it a 4-door extended cab. So boom, I went over there to check it out. He sent me a picture and I thought it was red suede, honestly. But come to find out, he had an Android. Well, there you go. There's your answer there. It's a freaking Android. Can't get their shit straight. But he sent me the picture. I thought it was red suede. When I got there, it was brown. And so I was like, God dang it. I don't want any brown. This ain't no fucking King Ranch. This is black, bro. This whole truck's black. The name of the truck is Muerte. Why would I want King Ranch brown? Okay. Um, it ain't Caballo. It's fucking Muerte. All right. Um, so I jewed him down to 170 and it ended up working out for me. Loaded it all up, brought it back home, and assessed the situation there. I did some test fitting. I had some Neo horns laying around from PRV. I thought that was really cool. Um, so I tested the PRV horns and they fit in the tweeter spot. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I ain't gotta buy tweeters. I already got them. So then I looked at my budget after I had a little bit. My budget was roughly $500. I was willing to spend on this stuff, and I wasn't gonna go much more over that. And if it whatever. So I looked at Down for Sound, where I find my home, where I do all the speakers and stuff. I learn their speakers and promote their speakers. I work closely with Down for Sound, Jonathan Price, Jacob Scott. That's just the way it is. And I really enjoy their product. So I was doing some measuring and testing, and lo and behold, the MRN, which stands for the mid-range Neo, was only $45 a piece. And I was like, holy moly, bro. Love it, love it, love it. I can handle with that. That's $200 in mids. I can work with that. For 180 watts, and they weigh, I think, 1.4 pounds, maybe 1.1 in that range, but barely over a pound. I can work with that. Being that one speaker can be 5 pounds, you get four for that. So I already had some cool thumb covers, 2 for $6.50. Shout out Custom Speaker Pods. They have the best thumb covers in the game. They protect all my speakers. Every single one in my truck has a thumb cover over it because I need it. I use the truck. I really do use the truck for just all sorts of miscellaneous things. And although the headliner is not going to get a bunch of people hitting it, with this or that, I still wanted to protect it and wanted to add a little bit of style. So I ordered the Down for Sound MRNs kind of blindly because I had never used them before. So it really was a kind of a gamble. And so I invited my friend Corey over, and he's a young bass head that we're teaching a little bit of car radio and helping him get his 93 Caprice going and banging, which is a lot of fun too. And he was a great help me with it, because honestly, the headliner, if you can do it a one-man job, but geez, bro, I do not want to find out what it's like. I really don't. Corey was a huge help taking down all the junk and putting it in. The install was probably more complex than most things. And what made it nice with the Neo mids, once I got those in, test fitted, everything looked great. The Neo horns fit in there. Everything was so lightweight that I could literally, I laid the headliner down on a couple boxes and I wired everything up. Without even putting it in the truck. And it was all good. I got all my wires nice. Everything is perfect. And then and then I just dropped down one blue wire, one set of blue wires, one set of red wires, one's for horns, one's for mids, no problem. Tucked everything away. Flawless, seamless. Honestly, it was looking back on it, it was a lot easier of an install than I thought. Before the install, I kind of thought, man, this is gonna be a pain in my butt. But honestly, I ain't mad at it. It was pretty simple and in and out. I mean, like I said, Corey was a huge help, and so I couldn't have done it without him. But yeah. So we put the Neo mids in there, the thump covers. Oh, I was so happy with it. And then we popped the headliner in. I did paint it. So that was the one thing. It had the brown. So I did spend 30, $40 on the Duplicolor fabric and vinyl paint that you put on interior stuff. I wouldn't recommend that paint for, say, like a seat or even a door panel that you're going to rub on or sweat on. But for the headliner, where most adults shouldn't be touching it, then you still have some that do touch it. And I'm looking at my brother Cameron. No, I'm not. My brother Cameron will be the one just rub it all over, and then yeah, easy boy. But I still love my brother Cameron though. And so then we put the speakers in there, wired up all the mids. Four 8 ohm mids. When you wire those up, they become a 2 ohm load, and that is perfect for one channel of the JP234. Excellent, man. So we popped those in. Honestly, I had no issues. As soon as we popped the headliner in, dropped the wires down, tucked the wires in, hooked it up, boom. All I had to do was a slight bit of adjusting on the amplifiers, and that was off to the races. Me and Corey hit it out to the secret spot, cranked it all the way up just to see what it was like, and let me tell you what, it is surround sound on steroids. We love it. Any song that I've played on there, whether it be Ramon Ayala or whether it be Sabrina Carpenter, has all sounded crisp, clean, and so sexy. I do have to give a little bit of love to the Down for Sound Easy RCA 110. That makes all my amplifiers sound incredibly crispy, incredibly smooth and silky. And honestly, I can't think of doing a system without one of those involved or some easy DSP of that nature. I had recently, in the few weeks prior, pulled out my Stetson Bluetooth DSP, which was doing a good job, but just a good job. As soon as I put in the Easy RCA 110, I found out what a good job really was, a great job. And that was an instant clarity boost. It was incredible. For $60, that thing is pound for pound the heaviest hitter that I've ever messed with. For $60 in a system, that thing is a piece of gold, man. If I could give out a Nobel Peace Prize, it would be for that RCA 110 for 2024. Best audio invention so far that I've put my fingertips on. So anyway, in that truck, along with the 4 6.5s and the 2 horns Neos up there, all the rest of the speakers are not. They're ferrite, but everything meshed so well. I was a little bit, are they going to sound all good together? But geez, man, my front doors have 2 hexagon 8s each door, and those have their own unique sound of crispiness and clarity. And then you have the very budget-friendly SFX 6.5s in my middle console. Now those, oh man, I was pleasantly surprised with how good they sound for $30 a pair, $40 a pair. Those things are amazing. I think they're $30 a pair. And then the back doors, I used to have the Down for Sound 60s, and those are made by Def Bonds, and they sounded really good. No problem with those. All worked very well. I took those out and put in the USMR. Well, the USMR series 6.5s. I needed the 8 ohm, so that was the main thing. Was the 8 ohm presence in those 2 back doors so that I could wire those 2 doors to one channel instead of each door having their own channel. I had to save some channel space on my 4-channel amplifier, my JP234. And so really, whenever I would compare apples to apples when it comes to the USMR and the Down for Sound 60s, I think if I was recommending someone on a budget, the USMR is a perfect blend of budget but incredibly crispy sounding, and yeah, really, really nice. I'm going to be using those a lot more in the future. But so then the Down for Sound 60s, I donated them to my boy Micah, and he's going to be putting them in his new build that's going to be coming out real soon. So we'll see how that works. Prior to the headliner, I also did do 2 layers of Second Skin Damplifier Pro, and that made the roof really stiff and no rattles, of course. Second Skin is the best, man. You can use coupon code Bangin over there, save you some money on their orders. They're all American-made sound deadener. And whenever all the speakers are playing now, I've already given, let's see, we had one, two, three, four, five, six people. I only had the headliner in for a few days, and I've already given half a dozen demos to people, and they love it a lot. I mean, I love it a lot, but whenever I get to see someone else's joy when they hop in, that is a bonus in itself. And so I think I'm gonna be accepting more people. If they, man, I gotta hear that thing. You know what? I think you need to hear that thing too. To be honest, it's pretty good. The future plans would be to add a little bit more power, but for now, for the minimum power that everything is getting, it sounds really nice. This would be one that I would love to give Jonathan Price or Jacob Scott a demo of, just as well as I still haven't given a demo to my brother Austin, my brother Cameron, my brother Hunt. I haven't given those guys demos yet. I think Mike. I don't know if Mike has heard it yet, but Micah needs one too. He'll get one this week. So will Tiny. So will Austin. It's the only people that have heard it I mean, the rest of my team haven't heard it yet, but we're gonna make sure they hear it because they would enjoy it. Yeah. I am looking for some new tweeters for the front, though. I have the Sundown BTR ones or BRT ones or whatever the hell they are, and those are A1 fantastic tweets. I have zero complaints with those. Those are awesome. And but I need an 8-ohm one. Now I have a whole bunch of 4-ohm, and I really am gonna just start swapping out all the speakers in that truck to 8-ohm so that I can have more fun wiring them all together and not having as many amplifiers. If you got a 4-channel, then you're gonna need to be, I mean, if you're gonna go 4-ohm speakers in a 4-channel, you're just limited a little bit. But with the 8-ohm, you kind of can play around with it and just have some fun. So that's the next kind of small goal. Everything is loud, everything is great. I'm not mad at all. I don't want to change anything, but I want to add more to it. And if I add more to it, I'm gonna have to swap out other speakers to make them 8-ohm so that I can combine and have a little bit more fun and stuff like that. But I guess looking back on it, the one thing that I want to take away that I should have added one more can of that vinyl paint that I used from Duplicolor, because in video, in person, very, very dark. In video, you can see brown tints, and that's just, it's little, but nothing to heavily complain about, I guess, but it is what it is. For videos, you just fear someone's got a smart ass mouth and they want to mouth. I was like, look, bruh, this whole thing was on a budget, bruh. This whole thing was under $500, bruh. So I got to do the whole headliner. The whole headliner cost me $500, and that's not bad compared to the lowest quote I was getting was $650, and I brought all the speakers. And if you didn't bring the speakers, first of all, they're going to slap you with Def Bonds Arnold's, and God Almighty, a friggin' bowl cut who can't have some Def Bonds Arnold's. Good God! I referred to those the other day to my buddy Aiden. They were the cockroaches because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. You can't, and that's great for the brand. But what I see through my eyes is, how about you stop taking someone else's word for it and try something on your own instead of just, man, they're the best, they're the best, they're the best. Why are they the best? Oh, I don't know. Exactly. You don't know because you haven't tried anything else. You haven't tried anything else. If you didn't know, the Down for Sound 60s are made by Def Bonds, so I've been running those for a while. I know what they sound like. Def Bonds are amazing. They are good, but are they the best? No. Do you need to hang on to them that tight? No. So get over it. I would love to see more like DD Audio. Shoot, I haven't even seen that many Sundown speakers in headliners, which would be kind of cool. But that kind of blows my mind in its own self. It's really just overplayed and overplayed with those because that's just what they know. They hang on to just what they know instead of trying to learn what the next step is or trying to learn this outside step. And I'm the type that if something is popular, I do not want it. If something is really popular, I want to go against the grain. I don't need what you recommend because you've recommended that to 50 different people this week. I can't do that. So being unique, I had never seen the Down for Sound speakers in a headliner, and bingo bango, now we have them. And yeah, it was really cool. Sent over pictures of JP, sent over pictures of the guys. They liked it too. So it was all good. Yeah. So I'm pretty proud of how it all came out in total. I guess move on to the next step. We have a lot of projects going on, so I really can't hang on to one project. I'm already rolling into the next project. And this week we'll be tearing down. Micah got a brand new, not a brand new, but a new truck. I'm not even going to the the information here, but Micah got him a new truck, and so we are going to be doing something bumper to bumper. And I just know that whatever he needs, I will do whatever I can, use my resources, get him something really dope. Y'all know, if you listen, if you follow the Bangin Bros, you know that Boy Hunt has the coldest forerunner I've ever seen right now. And it's just got 410s. We have plans to put in an all new subwoofer and box and all this stuff. And I pre-ordered the brand new DVX subwoofer for his forerunner so that he can be the first one with the DVX. Absolute animal, those DVX subwoofers. Um, yeah. I mean, you guys know I'm a huge Down for Sound fan guy, and I am an affiliate for him. So you can use coupon code Bangin Bros. That supports the channel, supports JP. It's all same. It's all love. But the reason why I support them is because they keep innovating with their own products, and they're pushing out products from other brands that don't sell and kind of putting them on their own shelf. They're bringing in products branded and researched and developed deeply before it even hits the market. They're bringing stuff that other people only wish they could be doing, and the ones who wish they could be doing are the ones that are sitting there jealous, talking mess, and they don't even have to hear or see or anything in person. They're already got their thumbs down just because the logo. That's it. But when you really peel it back, Down for Sound has the best dollar for wattage when you get a very quality piece like the JP amplifiers or the speakers and stuff. But yeah, let's see the bourbon. Oh man, the bourbon is on its own little journey. I have a whole another episode to talk about. The bourbon is going to be different coming soon, but I don't know how soon. It ain't gonna be like it's tomorrow. For now, we're just gonna mess with the truck and get as much Down for Sound things in there because man, their products, every time I install one, it really does sound incredible. And whenever a brand makes me feel that way, I just keep rolling with them. And it's all good. Another thing that to mention in my doors, I said I had the 2.8s in each side, and those are in custom speaker pods. Huge fan of custom speaker pods. The back doors, the front doors, the A pillars are all able to have speakers because of custom speaker pods. That's really cool, man. I am a huge fan of custom speaker pods. I wish I could get a little bit more contact with them because right now I think they took a distribution thing with another big box brand, and I hope that's working out for them. I really do hope it's working out for them. So if that's the case, and that's cool, I was a really big content creator for them, and I want to continue to, but I just don't feel like they need me anymore. I don't know if that's kind of bold to say, but I just don't feel like they need me or they even really want me to make more content. It's kind of a weird feeling, not really relatable, but it is what it is. I'm trying. I put out more stuff for them in the last few weeks and just got nothing back. So I really don't understand. But I still represent, man. The thumb covers are my shit. The pods are my shit. I still love them. I still push them. It's all gravy, baby. But, sometimes you feel at home with people and then sometimes you don't. And that goes for other brands that I mess with too. It's not that they're the only ones. There are other brands that even CT Sounds where I make stuff for them and, I don't get any sort of love back. No, hey, we like that project, or hey, man, this or that. We're Down for Sound. I make something for them and they're asking, hey man, how can we figure something else out for you? How can we get something else? We like the content. We like the way you push it. That's the kind of stuff that really motivates you to make you better and makes you strive to make more. But I had a great time making the content for the headliner, and I have a lot more demo videos to come. I already recorded a couple that I'm going to trickle out throughout the week and whatnot, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, so yeah, the headliner is 2 thumbs up for me. It came in under budget, and that's the main thing because now I can just keep on making content and keep on doing my thing and not have to worry about the money so much. I am going into a full-time content creator thing now, at least for a little bit, to try to get some extra footage out and some extra content and some extra projects kind of hammered away. And I'm having a great time doing it. It's a little stressful at times, I'll give it that. But what I'm trading for a busy work life, I'm trading to do things that I love and my passion. and whatnot. Like, I mean, just helping Corey out, just helping Corey. He's 17 years old, got 93 Caprice. Just helping him out has made me feel so great about just here's where he was a few weeks ago, and here's where he is today. It makes me very, very proud. Just like, I mean, I guess my greatest Padawan would be Micah. He's someone that I was able to be friends with, and he knew much less about car radio, and now Micah just knows more than the average guy wishes they knew, and that's makes me incredibly happy. Hunter even was like that too, but now Hunter's really grasped it to where if he's not a content creator, Hunter's not that type, but that's okay because he still loves car radio and he lets me make all the content I want and he doesn't care. Um, and I love helping on his builds because he loves it too, and I love helping anybody that loves the same stuff as me. Um, so I'll just keep doing that. Hunt's great, and then my brother, awesome brother Cameron, they're not so hot on the extremely loud stuff. They really just like simple, good banging stuff, and that's okay too. Everyone can love their stuff in whatever way they want to love it. I'm just here to kind of find out what your love is and how I can use a couple of my little tips and tricks to make your dreams come out, connect the dots. That's all I'm doing is connecting the dots and greasing the gears. That's it. Now, when it comes to my two trucks, though, it's my way or the highway. That's how it's going to be, and that's how it's done. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. Those are my two trucks. My two trucks. I like doing things my way. I have a couple little small projects. There's a little Ford Focus that I'm going to be messing around with lately. I mean, in a little bit, but we got to gather equipment nice and slowly to where we can do it all at one time because I think that's the way I like to do it. I don't want to start something and then be like, oh crap, we ran out of this. Oh crap, we ran out of this. I'd rather have 90% of the components right in front of me and then we can put it all in, Yep. Man. Other things that we'll be working on in that truck is I've been using the CT Sounds Mesos for quite a while, the 8s, and I'm thinking that it could be time to try something a little bit different. I've been nothing more than impressed with them. Nothing more than impressed. Yeah. You can use coupon code Bangin Bros over at CT Sounds, and it gives you a discount on anything you want off their website. Anything you want. And that goes for custom speaker pods as well. Use coupon code Bangin Bros, anything you want. There's a couple other brands out there. If you go hit my link tree, there's a whole list of different resources and companies that I affiliate with, and they're all great folk, man. All great folk. But back to the headliner. So yeah, I think in the future plans, I'd either want to go with like a JP 284, which is just another level up. It's an extra 1,000 watts. Or I was looking at their Mini Max. I think they're called the MKF or MDFK, something like that, and they make a 1,500 and a 3K, and so that made my mind kind of like, man, I could put one of the 3Ks, and they're full range amplifiers. You put one of those 3Ks in my Suburban, and then put 8.0 mids in there and run it all off of there, and I'd have some really crazy mids, like really powerful, only 8. But extremely powerful, whereas my truck right now, it's 20 speakers, 4 subwoofers, and they're all lightly powered, 50%, 60% powered. But as soon as I get the bigger amplifier, then it's going to be all like Donkey Kong, brother. Oh, yeah. So let's see. Takeaways from this episode is stop using the Defbonce Arnolds because those are not the only speakers that you can put in the headliner, no matter what Javier tells you, no matter what Omar tells you, no matter what Joaquin tells you, no matter what Jose tells you, those are not the only speakers you can put in a headliner. You can put anything you want. So get creative and figure out something different. You know what I'm saying? Still, shout out to Joaquin, shout out to Jose, shout out to all of them, shout out to, Ricardo, shout out to all of them. Because when I drive by, I see those bowl cuts swinging, and that's what it is, baby. Swing them bowl cuts for big dog. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now we're getting off track here. That's okay. So, yeah. Go try the headliner thing for yourself. And I don't affiliate with anybody who makes the headliner, so if you ever see a comment in my posts, I don't know them unless I say. I can't give you guys any recommendations because I don't know anybody who does them. quality. Everybody's literally just a copycat of themselves. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Oh, but I put LEDs in different color suede. Yeah, it's a copy and paste, a copy and paste, a copy and paste. It's all the same. It's all the same. Uh, I did go with the 6.5, so I'd have a little bit more back window visibility. So I was kind of okay with 6.5s. I'm not the greatest of drivers, so if I were to put 8s in the back window, it would just cover up a whole lot more, and that's cool too. I mean, I'm all down for that. I've seen some amazing headliners that have like 6.8s, and I'm like, dude, that's increíble, bro. I mean, it really is how you did that, but those are the same ones that are putting in a single cab and the speaker is literally on the back of someone's head. And so if you were to get in any sort of wreck, your back of your head's popping that dust cap. And it's like, how is that? I mean, geez, bro. It's just a fad. It's just a trend. These headliners are just trends, man. And I don't know where you're from, wherever my boys are listening at. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, it's every other Mama Lona that drives by has got something. Whether it's haggard up, whether it's good, whether it's bad, everyone's got one around here. So if you can't beat them, join them and change the game. That's how I see it. Because I also ain't seen none of these. I ain't seen none of these bowl cuts be putting no horns in the back, and I got 2 PRV horns that eat your breakfast, bruh. Better bring your spoon and bowl because I got the milk and cereal. That boy got breakfast on your ass, All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it on this little episode. I'm happy to come back and I'm happy to say hi. And I'm going to be making more of these little things, but this was just to get me back in the game. So I hope you enjoyed the headliner. Go over to Bangin Bros on Instagram. That's at Bangin_Bros. There's only one G because I'm the other G. BANGIN_BROS. Go over to TikTok. There is no underscore. BANGINBROS. Bangin Bros. You already know, man. Facebook too. That's Bangin Bro. Check it out. Hit me up on Facebook if you ever need anything. I am a down for sound dealer, and I know a lot of product, and I have I can shoot you over a link if you're looking for something. Got a question about what subwoofer should I pair with this amplifier? What speaker box should I put into here? This or that or this? I got you, bro. Shoot me a message on a Facebook or Instagram. I'll get right back with you, my man. Okay, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I've already said that fucking 5 times. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.